Hello everyone, I'm Ihsan. In this video, I'll be sharing tips on how to transform your Samsung phone's home screen from the default look into something fresh, cooler, and more visually appealing. Okay, now let's go through it step by step. First, we'll use the Good Lock application, which you can download directly from the Galaxy Store. Once you've finished downloading Good Lock, open it and download the Home App module inside the application. This Home App module is what we'll use to make the Samsung phone's home screen look cooler and more attractive. Inside the Home App module, there are several settings you can adjust. There is the home screen, backup and restore, task changer, gesture settings, edge panel, and share manager. For this video, since we are focusing on the home screen look, we'll activate the home screen settings. Then tap on home screen settings, and you'll find various options that you can use to change the appearance of the home screen. First, we'll remove the favorites bar at the bottom, so we have more freedom to customize the home screen. To do this, in the Home App application, simply disable Show Favorites, and the icons at the bottom will disappear. The next important feature to enable in this menu is the DIY home screen feature. For the options, turn on Animate Overlapping Items when the app launch, and use Align Guideline on Edit mode. Here we'll enable both. Next, return to the home screen to see the changes. And now the home screen will look like this. Before rearranging the icons and widgets on the home screen, we'll first remove the labels for apps and widgets. To do this, press and hold on an empty area of the home screen. Then select the settings menu at the bottom right, and here simply disable the app labels option. Now the display looks cleaner and more minimalist. Next, an equally important step is choosing a wallpaper that fits the look and style of your home screen. To use the same wallpaper shown in this video, you can download it from the Santertainment Wallpaper application. You can download the app for free directly from the Google Play Store. Just search for Santertainment Wallpaper in the Google Play Store search bar, and then download the application. The app has over 100,000 downloads and an excellent rating of 4.7 stars. If you find it useful for your phone, feel free to give it a 5-star rating. To use the same wallpaper shown in this video, you can apply it directly from the Santertainment Wallpaper application. Simply select it and tap Apply to set it on both the home screen and lock screen. After changing the wallpaper, the home screen already looks much more appealing compared to the default look. But here we'll customize it further to make it even more attractive and professional. One advantage of the DIY home screen feature is that it lets you move the app icons anywhere on the home screen. We'll use this feature to make the home screen layout more visually appealing. With DIY home screen, you can change the position and appearance of icons, as well as adjust their size and tilt. To change the size or tilt of an icon, press and hold on an empty area of the home screen. Then tap on the DIY home screen option in the top right corner. To move an icon, tap the one you want to adjust. Then you can drag it to any area on the screen. To resize an icon, drag from the edge of the selection area. Just press and hold, then drag outward to make the icon larger. To rotate an icon, press and hold on the edge of the selection area and rotate it in any direction you like. Arranging widgets works exactly the same as arranging icons. You can move them in any direction you like. You can also drag from a point in the selection area to make them larger. To rotate them, just use the same method as rotating icons. To change the folder size to be larger, first exit DIY home screen mode. You can do this by tapping on any empty area on the home screen. And then now we're back in normal settings mode. We'll enlarge the folder view in the regular home screen settings without using the DIY home screen feature. Here, press and hold the folder, then select Enlarge. And then here we can also delete any folders we don't want on the home screen. Next, adjust the folder's position as needed. To make the folder size smaller, you can re-enter DIY home screen mode and adjust it from there. We can also remove any widgets we don't want to be displayed on the home screen. And then we can also move app icons and a folder at the same time. To do this, select the icon and folder you want to move. For example, if you want to move a folder and 4 icons upward, just select the 5 items and drag them together. If you want to move another set of 4 icons together, simply select them and drag them as well. This way we can quickly adjust the entire home screen layout to our own style. And now here in the lower area, we can add more widgets. Here we'll slightly reduce the size of a widget. We'll also add a calendar widget and make it slightly smaller. Next, we'll add 3 small widgets. And finally, we'll place a clock widget at the top. Here we can add dual clock widget to display 2 different time zones. Lastly, we'll tidy up the layout on the home screen. We can align the icons by selecting them and using the alignment option. And now the home screen looks cooler and more attractive with a fresh new style. On the second page, you can also add several more folders as needed. Just group the apps into one folder, then enlarge the folder and open the DIY home screen settings. From there, slightly reduce the folder size. And that's how you adjust the folder size to your own preference. To make the folder look more attractive with a 4x4 layout and pop-up folder view like this, you can open Home App and open Home Screen Settings and select Folder Screen Grid. And then choose the 4x4 folder icon grid. This will make the folder slightly smaller. And when open, it will display in 4-row layout with the size adjusting to the number of icons inside the folder. If there are only a few icons, the folder will display just 2 rows. If there are many icons, it will display more rows inside the pop-up folder view. In the Home App setting, besides setting the folder screen grid and folder icon grid to 4x4, we also need to enable the pop-up folder feature. Here, choose the small option, then enable variable size and hide edit bar. Next, disable the central fixation position. With this disabled, when you open a small folder, the large folder will appear directly above it. If you enable central fixation position, the large folder will open in the center of the screen. Next, make sure the large folder setting is enabled. For the large folder grid, select 4x4, and for the icon size, choose the largest option. And the result will look like this. Now your Samsung phone's home screen will have a new, cooler, and more attractive look. In this tutorial, we simply change the wallpaper and use the Home App application and activate the DIY home screen feature inside the application. I hope you found this video helpful. See you in the next one.